One of the different categories that we chose for Forrest Gump is gesture and movement. And in this specific category, I chose a scene where Forrest walks into his mom's room and sees her laying in the bed, and he kind of asks her, what's the matter, mom? And she tells him that she's dying. And I think in this scene that there's a lot of different gestures and movement, although they might be a little bit subtle, they're definitely there. And I chose the two different categories in gestures and movement. I chose affect display and open style. And I think that they're both kind of used hand in hand. You can definitely see where it is in the scene. So I chose affect display because it goes with facial behaviors, because affect displays uses facial expression along with posture. And in this scene, you can see the emotion Forrest has all over his face. When he walks in the room, his mom asks him, come sit down. And he does, and he pulls up the chair and sits with her, and he's has tears in his eyes. So you can see how emotional he is about his mom dying. And he also, reaches out for her hand to hold her hand while they talk. And that emotion and that posture that he's using there definitely shows that he's emotional about his mom dying. And the second one I chose is open style. I think open style kind of goes hand in hand with the face to face body orientation posture too, because in this scene, he uses open style when he actually pulls up the chair. You notice that when he first pulls up the chair, he doesn't just sit in it, he pulls it and turns it. That way he's sitting face to face with his mom. So that way they can have that open and free conversation about her death. And I think that's like a huge part of this scene, because if he was like disconnected from her and like didn't care, he would, look out the window or look at something else. But he specifically pulls the chair up so he can sit face to face with her and have that open communication with her. And you can definitely tell that he's paying attention to what she's saying. And I think that's really important too, because it allows her to openly and freely talk about her death. And that's a huge part of the scene, because his mom means the world to Forrest. And it's sad that she's dying, and they're able to have that communication and talk about her death.